Hello, hello. This is Elizabeth Griffin, your indie author from South Philadelphia, and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please take a moment and do so, and definitely share my content with others. My channel is growing. The Black romance writer is getting attention, is drawing people in, and I truly appreciate it. And I seem to be getting everyone. I'm getting a lot of men, an awful lot of men, and I'm getting some women, and I'm getting different age ranges from 13 all the way up until 65 plus. So I'm appreciative. I'm glad that people are finding something of interest in my videos, and it really means a lot to me. I want to motivate, I want to encourage, and this is my way of doing it, in addition to writing books, and I'm thankful. Today, I want to share something that is interesting, something that I have been grappling with. As some of you know, I listen to the Manosphere and the Womansphere, and I gather information and I apply what is applicable and what I can use in my life, and the other information that I don't find useful, I just store it in the back of my mind. Yesterday, I was having a heated discussion with my youngest son. He obviously knows social media and he was giving me advice on how to improve my channel. And some of the things he was telling me was to, one, find a stationary place because walking around outside, there are so many distractions, there are so many noise interferences, there are so many unpredictable and uncontrollable elements that can sabotage my video. And I responded that I like walking around. I enjoy this. And he countered my comment with, do you see a lot of YouTubers doing this? Do you see it working? That would be an indicator of whether this is a good approach or not. And I have seen YouTubers do different things, but more so I see the stationary YouTuber with the mic and the setup and the audio is all lined up for the person to do their video, and then the background is stable and is attractive. So even though I was debating and arguing, and I do have my opinions about certain things, I see the validity in what he's saying. If you want to move to the next level, if you want to keep having your viewers go up, if you want to continue to climb as far as views and as far as subscribers, you need to look at those platforms that are successful and see why they're successful. And you should talk to, meaning me, someone that is actively on social media and can give you little bits of information that you might not normally consider. So this heated discussion went on, and he also suggested that sound quality. He said if he clicks on a video and the sound is horrible, immediately he's going to something else. Another thing that he didn't really touch on, but I believe it was in his mind, was that thumbnails. If your thumbnail and your title don't grab the person, they're moving on. There is so much to choose from on YouTube and social media. They don't have time to try to decipher what you're trying to say or to figure it out. Another thing he emphasized is visual. If the lighting is bad, no, he's not interested. And he said, when you're outside, you're depending on the sun, you're depending on the time of day, you're depending on the weather, you're depending on so many things, because those factors will affect your video. Whereas you can control the environment inside, you can control the lighting inside, you can control so many things inside, you can buffer the sound. So I was very adamant in my position of how I wanted to do my videos and how I saw them. But I find that as an older woman, I am stubborn in some ways and in some areas. And I heard this discussed on the YouTube platforms, that older women are sometimes set in their ways and sometimes want to do things their way. And I find, and I'm not saying all women are like this, but I find from time to time I'm battling with myself and saying, okay, Liz, you're not the authority here. Yes, you may be an older person, you've lived quite a bit, but that doesn't mean that you have the only valid opinion, or you have the only uh, way of doing things. Take into consider what other people say. Don't automatically become defensive, and don't automatically dismiss it. And so what I find interesting is, like, we had this discussion yesterday, and he was genuinely trying to help me. He was not trying to make me feel bad. So there was no reason for me to get defensive, because ultimately his ultimate goal was to make my product better, to make me look better, to make me get, or to allow me to get what I want. And so I'm sharing this story with you because sometimes a person may get defensive, talking about me, and I'm not looking at the huge picture, which is his ulterior motive. His motive is that he wants to help me. His motive is that he wants to see me succeed. So why am I fighting him? Consider what he's saying, implement things, try things. If they work, good. If they don't work, well, try something else. Another thing he said that I thought was interesting was, I kept talking to him, my son, about my stats, the analytical things that I'm getting from YouTube. They're telling me this demographic is watching my video. This is the times that people are watching the most. It's male to female ratio. And he was saying, yes, you have that information, but it's inconclusive. It doesn't tell you that there's a correlation between what you're thinking and what you're actually looking at. And he gave me an example about something that he had learned in school, where he was saying, when people buy ice cream, the murder rate goes up. And to me, I'm like, those are two unrelated circumstances or events. How can one be associated with the other? And his point was, like, there are other factors that could affect the fact that the violence rate went up. It could be that it's summertime. It could be the time of day. So he was saying, don't look at the stats and draw definite conclusions from the stats. They're just a tool to help you to try to figure out the best way to present your videos and your product. So I just wanted to make this video to put this out there, and to share my journey in listening, and then not thinking that I know all the answers, and realizing that at the root of a lot of people's conversations and opinions, a lot of times they're trying to help you. That is the ultimate goal. So as always, thank you for joining me on my platform. Love, peace, joy, and happiness. Until next time, bye-bye.